Hey there, welcome to day 1178 of What's She Up To Now. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here, and we're going to talk about PVM lean out on a limb. This is my granddaughter picked this cool oak limb up when we were on a walk the other day, and she put it by the door. And since out on the limb was our idiom, our expression for supersize your business today, I ran out on the front porch, grabbed it from the little stand, and decided I would use dead oak leaves in my video, with, of course, one of her little dolls representing being out on a limb. So, out on a limb, that, of course, means to take some risks, to go out of our ordinary comfort zone and way of being, and do what it is that we want. Go after the things that we actually want in this life. And with Supersize Your Business, anybody who's started or has their own business or wants to start their own business realizes that they got to bust out of their comfort zone, or at least eke out the edges in order to take action in a direction that will get them what they want. And that's what supersizing your business is all about. It's about creating the business that you want and having the impact that you want on the world, not just going with the flow of what everyone else is doing. So, out on a limb, that was our fun. It was fun. Sometimes I have fun with these idioms and expressions. Actually, every day I pretty much have fun with them. But it's fun to have a granddaughter and have access to cool little things like toys and smiley faces and bluebirds of happiness. And actually, that's mine. My sister gave me that. But it's fun to have access to her creativity and imagination, never knowing when something that she picks up along the way is actually going to be useful for me in one of my videos. So PVM stands for Power Vision Movie. And the reason I want to talk about that today is we use that as our tool for the Get Up and Go Challenge. Today, day 20 already of our 7th 30 plus day Get Up and Go Challenge. And we're talking about a tool a day that people can use, that I've used throughout my life in different areas and aspects of my life, primarily in business, because the majority of my life has been very heavily business and work laden. Work was always like my number one priority, and I hate to admit that, but if I look back on my life and I look back on my results and I look back on where I paid my attention, until the last 10 years, 90% of my energy and effort went into my work. And that makes me a little ashamed to say, because I always felt like my family and my kids were my number one priority, and my ex-husband, because I spent 90% of my time on work, right? And not enough on my relationships, my relationship with my ex anyway. I think my kids would say I probably spent too much time with them, too much time mothering them. They still give me the, quit mothering me, Mom. I'm like, I'm your mother. What do you expect? So it's important. It's a tool, and all these tools that I'm sharing are things that I've used to keep me moving forward in my life. Now, we all move one step forward, two steps back, 5 steps forward, 1 step back. That's how our lives go. But with effort, a little effort and work and planning and decision making, our life moves in the direction we want it to go. We continually improve and create the life that we want. A little bit at a time, right? A little bit every day gets us what we want. So Power Vision Movie is a tool I learned from Jim Edwards. Jim Edwards is a internet marketing wizard and sensation. Love Jim. He's a unicorn in the internet marketing world. He's been around a long, long time. And even before I knew anything about the internet or did anything online, I was listening to and following Jim Edwards. Been in his coaching programs, done a lot of cool, fun things with Jim, including the Jim boat. Been on the Jim boat several times. And last year it got canceled due to COVID-19. Otherwise, I would have been on it again. So we'll see what happens in, or COVID-19, but in 2020. So we'll see what happens in 2021 if we're going to have a Jim boat or not. But I would like to be on it. So Power Vision Movie is a tool I learned from Jim Edwards. It is a specific type of visualization. Now, there's all kinds of visualizations and things, right? But this takes it to a level that's really, really impactful and effective for me. And since it's worked for me when all other types of visualization and stuff didn't work super duper effectively, I like to share this version. And all it is, a Power Vision Movie, is putting, instead of just seeing a scene and visualizing a scene and watching it, you put yourself into the scene and you act as if and feel as if and envision as if, with all your senses, you're in the movie. You're part of the action. And that is so powerful in that you're not just watching Now you can include and involve all of your senses. So you can notice what you're hearing, what you're seeing, what you're feeling, which is the most important thing, what you're smelling, what you're tasting. Is somebody speaking to you? Everything. And you can feel and act as if, which means you're experiencing it as if you're in the movie. That's what Olympic athletes do. They don't just see themselves winning, they see every aspect of the race or the competition that they're in, and they feel all the different senses of winning that event. And they're actually actively involved in the visualization. They're not just watching a clip of it. You know, athletes have the incredible ability to see and learn from their previous performances and put their past performances in the past and look for the ways to improve. And we need to all be able to do that. We need to take and learn from our past experiences, pull the lessons out of that and the things that we want to do going forward, and leave the rest of it in the past where it belongs. That seems to be easier for some and much easier said than done, right? So Power Vision movie, incredible tool. Everybody should have it at their fingertips and at their disposal. And it takes practice, just like any other tool or any other hobby or any other activity. The first time you do it, it might not have as dramatic of an effect on you as it did on me, which is why I kept doing it. But I guarantee that if you do it a few times, pretty soon you're going to be like, oh my gosh, this little tweak by putting myself in the action makes all the difference in the world in terms of how I feel about it and then the results that I get. Because it's feelings that attract everything in our lives. I don't know if you know that. I didn't always know it. For a lot of years I didn't know it. Probably 50, I had no idea that I had the ability to attract the things that I want and repel the things that I don't want. And that's a tricky topic for another day. So Get Up and Go Challenge today was all about financial options. The O in our SOAP framework is for options and possibilities. And we want to use and come up with options that will help get us from where we are to where we got to go. From the current situation, the C to the D, the desired state. So whatever our story is we're telling us now, that's the current story. Whatever it is, it is. It just is. We can take the emotion out of it and just describe what's going on in our life with respect to finances. And then what do we want to be going on in our life with respect to finances? The current state versus the desired, the C to the D. So we got the Get Up and Go Challenge. Oh, I know, we're forgetting a 365-day challenge to do one thing that centers you every day. Do one thing every day that centers you. I obviously believe in the one thing a day to create change in my life. This is my 4th 365-day challenge, and it's actually just the 4th that I've shared online. And it's actually not even the 4th I've shared online. It's probably like the 6th or the 7th, because I've done other 365-day challenges. I've done a lot of 365-day challenges just personally. Most of the challenges I do never make it to the internet world. They're just private challenges. And I have discovered that I always have to be challenging myself to do something. I don't function if I'm not moving towards something. So people make fun of me, my family makes fun of me, but I am always involved in some kind of a challenge, even if it's just a challenge with myself. Usually 99% of the time it's just a challenge with myself, but I've always got some challenge going on. So, our 365-day challenge today was day 110. 110 days in 2021 already. It's also 420, as one of my children would remind me that it's the cannabis day of celebration. I don't know why. 420. I can't remember why, but there's a reason. But it's 420, and I don't usually talk about the date in my videos because it doesn't matter. But our challenge today was all about how I leaned on other people today, how other people support us and we can lean on them, and how we let other people support us, how we ask other people to help and support us. And again, some of us, it's hard to ask for anything or ask for help, but it's an improvement area, right? Life is at least a two-way street. Sometimes it's more, sometimes it's less, but there's times when we want to support people, and there's other times when we ourselves need support as well. So that's what that was about. Other projects working on, lots. A couple different coaching programs I'm in, which is kind of like stretching my brain, and some days it wants to explode if I've got something going on from both coaching programs, because they're so different. One is in the online world, one is in the offline world. One is about practicality and hard truths and reality in the real live business world, and the other is about the softer skills of personal development and things, communication, confidence, little tweaks in how we say and do and think about things. And so they're just very, very different. One's about maxing, going all in, 100% all the time, and how you show up. And the other one is about the little tweaks. And so it's really interesting. I try to get a little bit of exposure to both every day, even if it's making my head explode, because I know how good it is for me, because my mind's stretching and changing and it can't go back to being the same. So as challenging as it can be sometimes, I know it's good, it's really exciting for me, and so I'm going to keep doing it a little bit every day from both programs and see what happens and see what comes out, because I'm sure I'll be sharing it with you. If I can help you in any way, if you have any questions, if you are like me and you don't know who to ask about something, ask me. Again, I might not know the answer, but I guarantee I can get you in touch with the resource or the next thing that you need to do to get the answer that you need. It might not be the answer that you want. I should probably clarify that, because I'm pretty direct. It might not be the answer you want, but it's probably the direction for the answer that you need. And those are often different, right? And emotionally we want something, but we probably need something in order to get us to that want. All right, that's it. Have an amazing day. I'm going to sip some coffee, and then I've got some adventures today, so I'm going to go have some adventures. I invite you to do the same, and I will, of course, be with you tomorrow. Bye. Thanks for sharing me. Thanks for sharing your time with me. Bye.